A very good morning to all. Welcome to my online class. Today we will discuss a new chapter, chapter number 8 from your science. Chapter name is Solid, Liquid and Gas. So all of you open your books. So let's start the chapter. So in introduction there are 3 points: matter, molecules and solution. So matter, types of matters. What are the matters? Solid, liquid and gas. Solid means for example you can take a pencil, pen, books etc. are solid. Liquid means water, juice etc. are liquid, and gas means air are the types of matter. So there are mainly 3 types of matter: solid, liquid and gas. So in this following picture you can in solid the particles are closely packed. In liquid the particles are moderately packed. That means there are some spaces between these particles, okay. And in gases there are so many gaps or spaces between the molecules of gas, okay. These are the gases, liquid and solid. But in solid the particles are closely packed. Then in this line we are surrounded by a number of things. All things, whether living or non-living, are made up of matter. So what are things? You can see anything else in our surrounding. So these are the matters. Everything that occupies space and has weight is matter. So what is matter? You can underline this line. Everything that occupies space and has weight is matter. There are 3 types of matter: solid, liquid and gas. So underline this line. What is matter? Okay, so anything around you that occupy space are matters. Then come to the next page. In the second page you can see molecules. So what is molecule? All matter are made up of very tiny particles called atoms. So atoms are the smallest particle that cannot be subdivided, okay. Now we cannot see atoms, 2 or more atoms join to form a molecule. So molecules are larger than atoms. That means 2 or more atoms make one molecule, and atoms or molecules cannot be seen by our naked eye. You can see this with the help of microscope. Take some grains of sugar, crush it with the help of a rolling pin. The sugar grains become powder. Observe this powder through a magnifying glass. You will see that these particles are made up of sugar molecules. So when you crush a sugar, then it becomes some molecules or atoms of powder, and you cannot see with naked eye. But if you see with a magnifying glass, then you will see that these particles are made up of sugar molecules, okay. So what are atoms or what are molecules? These 2 lines are important, so remember this. Then properties of molecules. So what are the properties? This is important. Some common properties of molecules are given below. Molecules are very small, that cannot be seen with naked eyes, okay. So these are very small. Molecules of various substances have different weight, shape and size. So different molecules have different shape, different weight and different size. Molecules in various substances are arranged differently. That means some are closely packed, some are moderately packed and some are loosely packed. Then molecules in various substances are arranged differently. Molecules have energy which they use to move. So molecules also have energy so that they can move in liquid state or gaseous state. But in solid state they cannot move because they are closely packed in solid state. So how substances differ from each other? How are solid, liquid and gases are different from each other? Let's see. Molecules in solid, liquid and gas. Molecules in solid. Molecules in solids, they are arranged in a pattern. That means they have some fixed shape or size. That means they have pattern. They are very close to each other. So that means they are fixed or rigid. They are hard to break. They are held together by a strong intermolecular force. So that that means intermolecular force means the forces between the molecules are called intermolecular forces. That means here some molecules are arranged in different shape, okay, or different direction. So these are held with strong intermolecular forces so that they are strongly packed, and so that they are hard. Okay, they have a fixed shape and volume. So for example, you can take the example of book, or you can take example of a pencil. So these have a fixed shape or volume. Okay, they have no intermolecular spaces. The space between molecules, intermolecular spaces means in this gap there is no so many gaps, or there are no large gap. That this is called intermolecular space. Inter means between the molecules. Okay, so they cannot move. Why solid cannot move? Remember this, they have no intermolecular spaces, so they cannot move. Okay, understand why they cannot move? Then molecules in liquid. So molecules in liquid, they are not arranged in any particular pattern, so that liquids have no size or shape. They are less closely packed, that means they are loosely packed, so they can move. They are held together by weaker intermolecular forces. Weaker means the forces of attraction is not strong as the solid, so they can be flow easily. They have definite volume but no definite shape. Okay, you know it. They have more intermolecular spaces and less intermolecular forces of attraction. So spaces is more than solid, and forces is less than solid. That means the attraction is less than that of solid. Then molecules in a gas. Molecules in gases, they are not arranged in any particular pattern. So gases have not any particular shape or volume. They are loosely packed and keep moving. They are always keep moving. Okay, now they are far apart with large intermolecular spaces. That means they have so many large intermolecular spaces. For example, you can see this molecule and this molecule. So there are a large gap between them, and they exert a weak intermolecular force on each other. So they exert forces with each other. Okay, remember the differences between solid, liquid and gas. Okay, come to the next page. Page number 71, you can see the topic solution. So what is solution? Types of solution. These two topics are important. Solution is nothing but a mixture of two or more substances. Okay, solute, and this mixture has two parts, solute and solvent. So you can, if you mix sugar in water, so water is the solvent and the sugar is the solute. That means the substances that we add on this liquid, so liquid is called solvent and sugar is the solid. Or you can mix salt on water, then salt is the solute and the water is the solvent. Okay, the liquid substance is called the solvent. Then types of solution: homogeneous and heterogeneous solution. So homogeneous means a solution is a homogeneous mixture when the molecules of the solute are distributed uniformly throughout the solvent. So if you mix it properly or uniformly, these are called homogeneous. And heterogeneous means if you don't mix the substance properly, then this will arranged in an uniform, not an uniform stage. So these are called the heterogeneous substance. Homogeneous means when the molecules of the solute are distributed uniformly. Okay, it can be distributed in uniform direction. So these are the homogeneous solution. And heterogeneous means there is another type of mixture called heterogeneous mixture. In this type of mixture, there is no blending of the substances. The substances of the mixture are distinctly visible. So that means you can see the different parts in distinct manner. Okay, in homogeneous you cannot distinguish the two parts of the solution, that means where is the salt or where is the water. But in some substances, for example, if you mix some colored substance, then you can easily distinguish the colored substance and water. So these are the heterogeneous substance. Okay, here you can see example: sugar water solution. You cannot distinguish sugar and water, but sand water mixture, or you can easily distinguish sand and what is water. So this is heterogeneous and this is homogeneous. Okay, so it's your today's class. I hope all of you have understood clearly. So all of you read the chapter and try to understand what I have explained today. And the last topic, types of solution, is for your homework. Read it and try to understand. If you have any confusion, then you can ask me, and read the chapter well. Happy learning. Thank you. Have a good day.